Some kids when they're young are just more outgoing than others. You might have been one of those. And if you were, you may have been told that you're too much to handle, that you're not enough. And as a result, we go into this identity crisis of maybe believing that we should be smaller than we are or maybe becoming a doormat. In this following clip, I want to share with you the breakthrough that I guided her through to restore that outgoing personality. And if you've ever found yourself being shy or nervous or feeling anxiety instead of being outgoing, you're going to want to watch this.
They don't come out and we don't deal with them until we're ready to face them. That's what I love about this work. So you've been called to sit here, and I want to invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath and calm that heart. First thing that comes up for you when I ask the question, deep, dark secret that holds me back.
That I'm not good enough.
Yeah. And where did that come from? First memory that comes up for you when you have the thought, when you think of the point of origin that must have kicked off this belief and brought it into existence in this mortal life that says, I am not good enough.
My parents telling me to be still.
How old were you?
As young as I can remember.
Very young. Do you remember where you were?
In this old ranch house we used to live in.
Yeah. And what's happening?
I'm bouncing around and being silly and goofy and...
I see you have a yellow sticker.
Yeah.
So you were being true to yourself. And then what happened?
Well, I'm a parent now, so they probably just wanted some peace and quiet, and...
So for whatever reason, who was the first to speak, mom or dad?
My mom.
And what did mom say?
Sit still, Stacey.
Sit still. And to a very young child, this instruction, which would seem sane to a parent, in this moment got interpreted very different. When that hit you right there, it hit you with like a gale force wind. And you in that moment heard more than, sit still, Stacey. You interpreted that into an idea that is wreaking havoc on your life today. What did you decide about yourself?
That I was too much. That I bugged people. That I needed to hide and not be me.
Yeah. We call this an identity crisis because there's this beautiful natural part of who I am being suppressed, saying you should not be that way. And at your age, when you look at your entire life, what kind of results and impact is that having on you right now?
I don't know who I am.
Feel lost?
Try to be other people, and depending on who I'm with, so I can please other people. And
as you've done that extensively, have you found a person that it works to be yet? You could try all 7 billion. I don't think you'd get close. No, because there's only one Stacey. So who are you really looking for?
Me.
Yeah. You finding you is where you will be fulfilled and happiest. So hiding and trying on being other people, how else is it manifesting results in your life today that hold you back?
I'm exhausted, physically and mentally. I don't have the ability to connect with my husband and my children like I want to.
Of course you can't. You're trying to be someone else. It makes good sense, doesn't it? How many of you in this room feel like you are dealing with some level of identity crisis? Struggling in like, who am I? What's my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? I feel lost. Okay, so do you see all those hands? Yeah, that's good, isn't it? It's good to know that we feel alone, but the reality is there's so many of us that are facing this issue. Yeah. And the connection is probably one of the most damaging impacts and effects of all, because when you're disconnected from your higher self, your true self, and who you actually are, intimacy with another human being, that's really challenging. I mean, how do I know how to show up? I don't even know how to connect. I don't know how to interact. I don't know how to really meet people because I don't feel right in my flesh. So who would you be without this idea that you should not be this wonderful, bubbly, little, happy child? What if this had never happened? Who do you think you would be?
The life of the party, dancing, jumping around, making silly jokes.
You better be getting some dance music ready back there, all right? Just letting you know if you're listening. You'd be the life of the party, cracking jokes. You'd be dancing. You'd be having fun. You'd be embracing life.
Making everybody else happy.
Right, participating in other people's conversations and happiness and connections with them. Yeah. Man, that just sounds like a way better choice than where you're at today, where it's lost, confused, hopeless. How'd you like to shed that?
Very much so.
All right, close your eyes. I would like to invite you to reconnect right now, first person with this beautiful little child at the ranch house. Mom and Dad haven't stepped in yet. They don't want their peace and quiet. You are bubbly. You're bouncing around. What are you doing? Tell us.
Jumping off the couch.
Jumping off the couch. All right. What else?
Just running around, teasing my sisters, and
You're already the life of the party. Silly, fun. Yeah, you're having fun. It feels good to be that way, doesn't it?
yes, it does.
It feels natural, like effortless, like breathing. Yeah. All right. Is there someone in your life that you really trust to take you by the hand and be a good counselor or advisor?
Yes.
Who is that?
My Savior, Jesus Christ.
Beautiful. So here's what I would like to do. I would like to invite Jesus to come into this space and witness you playing. And you recognize him, and as you look in his eyes, what do you see?
A smile.
He's pleased, isn't he? Yeah. And just take that in for a minute. And he kneels down and he says, Stacey, in a moment, Mom and Dad are going to walk in. And for whatever reason, they're going to tell you to be still. And when they do, you have a choice. What are your choices, Stacey?
I can perceive that as disapproval for who I am, or I can choose to know that they love me, even if they need me to quiet down a little bit.
Yeah, and look in his eyes, and which choice would you like to make?
To choose to know that they love me and accept me.
That's beautiful. So, are you ready? Here come Mom and Dad. You're jumping around, jumping like a monkey on the bed. Life of the party, silly, and you're prepared. And sure enough, just as it was prophesied, they come in and they say, Stacey, can you please be still? And you look at your mom and your dad, and your mom spoke to you, so you look her right in the eyes. And what do you say to her?
Okay, Mom.
And how do you feel about her as you say it?
I smile.
Yeah.
I know she loves me.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell her?
That I love her too.
Yeah. And let's just tell her a couple more things. Say, Mom, I like to be silly.
Mom, I like to be silly.
I like to jump around.
I like to jump around.
I like to run and play.
I like to run and play.
I like to tease my sisters.
I like to tease my sisters.
I love having fun.
I love having fun.
And right now,
And right now,
I'm going to choose to listen to you
I'm going to choose to listen to you
because I love you.
because I love you.
And I know that you love me.
And I know that you love me.
And how does she respond?
She comes and gives me a hug and a kiss on the head.
Oh, how precious. And now let's turn it around. This idea that you should be still when it is so not who you are, not your nature. Instead, what will serve you, Stacey?
That I am a fun and energetic person.
Oh, stand up, please. It's time to not be still. Tell them, who are you?
I'm a fun and energetic, happy person.
You got that music kicked up? I want some dance music right now. Everyone on your feet. We get to experience Stacey in her element. This is her party. Get on up here. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, come on. Get, come on, get up here.
One by one, even two by two. Everybody in the club won't be rocking when I'm through. Let the bass.
All right, let's give it up for Stacey. All right, we're going to leave Stacey on stage. Go ahead and return back. Someone was complaining about the AC, so we just said, great, we'll have a dance party. So, stand here. Hold that microphone right here. Who are you? Who do you choose to be? Who are you when you are free and empowered to be Stacey?
I am full of light. I am full of joy. My smile can light up the room. My smile lights up the room. I find those that need a smile, and I share my light with them.
Sounds to me like you know who you are. So look down at this little 5-year-old. She's smiling. She's doing quite well, isn't she? You're doing quite well, aren't you? You've made a good choice. You're Stacey, the happy, the energetic, the brilliant, the one that knows how to love and serve and say these words. I am a master at connecting.
I am a master at connecting.
I love connecting with my husband.
I love connecting with my husband.
I know exactly how to connect with my husband.
I know exactly how to connect with my husband.
Because I know who I am.
Because I know who I am.
I connect with my children.
I connect with my children.
I connect with family.
I connect with family.
Friends. Strangers.
Strangers.
And myself.
And myself.
And now, open your spiritual eyes and see yourself in your greatness. How beautiful you are. Can you see yourself? It's beautiful, and it is brilliant, and that's who you are. And I acknowledge you for choosing to be you. Identity crisis is over. The time for living is now. The time for connecting is now. The time for living is now. The time for silly is now. The time for fun is now. The time for spontaneous now. The time for Stacey is now. Give them one big I am limitless.
I am limitless.
Give it up. Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't let anyone tell you to play small when you were meant to play big in life. Make sure on the way out that you subscribe and check out some of the videos that we've got planned to help you have your next breakthrough.